Hey everyone, KIC here. So this is 7 Days to Die, Alpha 8.7, just came out, believe at the end of last week. I picked this game up during the Steam Summer Sale if you have not seen some of my Let's Plays of it, and I already have about 60 hours into the game, so it's fair to say I rather enjoy this game. Before I get going on anything, I'm going to do a quick shout out to Finland. Yes, to Finland, as in the entire country of Finland. Why? Because as it turns out, Finns, I don't know, is it politically correct to call them Finns? I'm not sure. Finnish folks watch the most minutes on the whole of everyone who watches my videos. So hey, that's pretty cool. Thanks guys. Not to mention, you have some pretty cool music and other things going on there anyway, so definitely got that going for you. Okay, so 7 Days to Die. If you don't know anything about this game, it is basically, well, okay, it's not, but just for sake of argument, we can call it Minecraft with zombies. Okay, Minecraft already has zombies, you're saying. Well, Minecraft with a lot of zombies. How about that? Minecraft does not have lumberjack zombies. This game does. Now, okay, obviously there's more to the game than that. And just for the sake of disclosure here, I am playing the game on medium settings. Everything is default in terms of difficulty, except for the loot and crafting timers. So that means basically standard damage, standard loot generation, standard spawning of zombies, nothing either over the top or under the top, as it were. So basically pretty straightforward stuff. And as I mentioned earlier, I have played a fair amount of this game in a reasonably short amount of time. And while I definitely don't know anything and everything about the game, well, everything at least, there are one or two things I do know. And I know that there's a dog running my way, and dogs in this game are bad. With any luck, the dog will go after the stag and chase the stag far, far away, and I won't have to deal with said dog. I don't think I'm going to be that lucky. So while I am waiting for the dog to come back, since it seems inevitable, yep, here he comes. Give me a gun. No gun. Yep, that's bad. Let's do this. Dogs can't climb cars, as you all know, but apparently other things, crawlers perhaps, don't seem to care. Or the dog can bite through the car. Wow. You know what? I'm just gonna die here. Let's go ahead and run. This is a pretty awesome start. I have to admit, this might be one of my worst yet. Dying would have been preferable. But I don't really want to die, so I'm going to go ahead and run. And yeah, I know the dog is still behind me. And I'll deal with it as soon as I run out of stamina, which will be, oh, about now. Here it goes. Come on, Fido. And I'm about to die again because I am bleeding. Wow. Yeah, this game can be really ruthless. When I was last playing on my 8.6 playthrough, it got to the point where there was no challenge. I had so much food, I had so much water, I had so many weapons, I had so many bullets. One thing after another that it didn't really matter. But, yeah, I just died right there within just short of the first game hour. That's pretty awesome. Okay, yeah, there's a little bit of sarcasm there, but at the same time, I actually do kind of like that. You never know what you're going to get with this game, and sure, I could have handled that a little bit differently and maybe not died, but it's too late now, right? Okay, so what book is this? I didn't even pay attention. Urban Combat. Okay, well, that's one book down and good handful to go. I need to make myself another stone axe, and then I will try and figure out what in the world I'm going to do. I don't know if it's worth it trying to track that stuff down. I'm going to be pretty close to it, if for no other reason than I am currently in the, I'll call it the snow biome, kind of the, I'd say wintry, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. But I am in a biome where there is snow. And since that's where I started, before I died, it makes some sense that I should be somewhat nearby. Okay, here we go. That's what I was looking for. That'll get me a stick. And let's go ahead and do that guy. And do that guy. And I know that zombie is getting quite close. And now let's see where I'm at. Oh, I'm not where I thought I was. Although, the good thing with this is I'm actually pretty close to one of the military bases. So you know what? That's my destination. Although I should probably grab some sticks and some more rocks so I can create a crossbow. You know what? Let's just do it this way. I'm going to go ahead and chop the tree down. Now, if I had a shovel, technically I could chop the tree down by way of digging it up. I don't have a shovel, and yes, I could dig it up with the axe, but at that point, it basically takes as many swings with the axe as it does with the shovel, or with the axe fire digging, I mean. Okay, so, nice and quickly here, let's make some planks. And those should be ready. Let's make some sticks. And those will be ready shortly. I'm going to collect some rocks, since I have been able to find some feathers right off the bat. You don't always find feathers right away, so that's a good thing. That's actually a pretty important find, especially since I have already died at this point. So, a bunch of sticks. Oops, I need to convert those guys. Unfortunately, I only have 7 feathers, so that's not going to be very many bolts, but it should be sufficient to buy me enough time to loot the boxes that matter. That's all I really care about right now. I'm going to go after some weapons. Granted, there will likely be some other supplies in there, which... Ooh, there we go. Perfect. I will not turn down, but I'm not necessarily counting on that. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the remainder of those guys, since I just got a bunch of them. Okay, 21 of them. 23... 16. Yes, I'm going to have a couple things left over, but I do still need to make the crossbow itself, so let's grab a couple of grass, put those guys away. Let's go ahead and make those. Then I'm going to need a couple more sticks, which one I guess I can make the remainder of the bolts I'm looking for. Okay, let's go ahead and get the crossbow going. That'll take a few seconds while that is going through the process. Gonna keep on moving here. I tend to get turned around in the game, so forgive me if I refer to my map a lot, or you are screaming, "Hey dummy, it's to the west and I'm going east." It's just the way it is. Something about this game that turns me around. I couldn't tell you why. Oh, look at that. That's serendipity right there. Let's go ahead and do that. Boom. 7, 7, 7. Jackpot. Now, since I almost always forget to do it, let's reload this bad boy right away. Should be coming up on it momentarily. You'll hear the explosions, which means I am nearby. And I will check that bird's nest. Look at that. That's a bunch of feathers right there. That's a good deal. You can see it on the mini-map right now. It's the building, well, basically straight in front of me. Assuming I am remembering correctly. It's not technically a building so much as walls with landmines all around them. And some other things, of course. And I'm going to go ahead and collect a couple blueberry plants right now, just because, hey, I can use some blueberries. Alrighty, here we go. That would be a landmine right there. I'm gonna go ahead and take that, and that. And I'll take that one. And that one. Now the fun thing with these lumberjacks is they are tough. So one landmine is not sufficient to get rid of them. But seeing as I have several landmines, that will be sufficient to get rid of them. Okay, one more landmine to go. Assuming I don't go collect a couple more. Actually, ooh, look at that. That is handy. Let's take that too. Alright, you are one high-steppin' boy. Okay, I guess this one's really going to be a waste on this guy, because one bolt would do the trick anyway. And I suppose I should check to see if they have anything useful. One of the joys of 8.7 is apparently they have reduced the amount of loot these guys carry. Not just the lumberjacks, mind you, but zombies in general. I haven't played enough of 8.7 to comment on that, but I can say that, yes, indeed, just looking at those 3 kills right there, they weren't really carrying a whole lot. And we'll see if this one has anything. Someone's nearby. Not a thing. There you are. Get rid of you. It's a good thing I found so many feathers so early, because there's definitely good stuff here to grab. And I don't know where that last one is. Doesn't see me, so you know what? I'll take advantage of that. I hear them swinging at stuff. Oh, someone sees me. But they're not going to see me and get to me in time. I will have this munitions box open before anyone gets up here, so I am not worried. Sniper rifle to start with, and I will not complain about that. Not for a second. It's funny, I was just reading a thread on the forums today, and someone complaining about not finding sniper rifles. And look at that. It's not even 12 o'clock in the game yet, and I have already found a sniper rifle. Now here's where I start hoping for some food and water, because obviously I don't have much. I could really do with some medical supplies too. I'm going to probably have to beat down one of these tents to get some cloth right quick, assuming I don't find any somewhere else. That way I can make some bandages. Definitely hear folks nearby, but I'm not seeing them. There's bandage. That's a great find right there. And I'm going to go ahead and put that sniper rifle out. Just because if someone gets close here, the sniper rifle is going to be a little better up-close weapon than the crossbow is, just because you can reload a lot faster with that guy than you can with the crossbow. Well, technically, you're not reloading immediately, so that's really where it comes down to. Okay, I will need a bedroll, so I'm going to go ahead and take that. Now, if I can manage to not get myself caught on that, more than I already have, I know someone else is nearby. There we go. You, sir. Getting a little too close for comfort. No one knows I'm here, so I'm going to go ahead and open this without going into stealth. That way it opens a little quicker. And let's see what we have in here. Just ammunition. That's a bummer. Theoretically, could have found a lot more in there than just ammunition. But since I did find a sniper rifle, I'm really not going to complain too loudly. Now, I'm not sure if I really want to take any of the barbed wire fence or not. I think I'll just go ahead and leave it for the time being. I know where to find some. Wow, look at that. That corpse had more ammunition on it than did that box I found. That munitions box. That's kind of crazy. Well, I still don't really have much for food. I do have 3 jars of water. I'm going to go ahead and move on down the road here, because there's another point of interest nearby that I can go ahead and loot. And I'm going to go ahead and grab these guys too. That way I don't set them off. It's really more for my own safety than anything else. Don't really need them to use them per se, but might as well take them. Someone's tunneling away over there, so... You know, I do have a bunch of blueberries, come to think of it. Unfortunately, they do have a scent to them that the zombies will notice, but in a pinch, they will serve the role of food and water. So, looks like a pretty successful start, despite dying. And, doing okay on some other stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and keep playing, and I will catch you guys in the next episode as I continue on with 7 Days to Die. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.